Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Episode 3 of Obi Wan Kenobi. So, there are spoilers ahead, although there's nothing super crazy happening, in the sense of like you're going to be surprised by. Anyway, this episode starts off right where the last one left, and they're in the cargo ship, and they're kind of just waiting to find out where they're going. So they land on this planet. It looks like it used to be a mining planet, but now it's kind of just ruins and kind of a barren wasteland for the most part. The Empire is there. So Obi-Wan lands with Leia, and they begin to walk around to go to the exact coordinates that the other guy sent them. Obi-Wan's not convinced that this is real. Leia's trying to convince him that, that he probably is telling the truth and we should trust him, and he's just not all for it. So anyway, this continues. They walk around, they're looking around, and they don't see much of what's going on. They kind of continue to move around. They eventually get to the location in which the guy told them to go to, the coordinates, and there's nobody there. So he really thinks that he's being duped, and he's pissed off and angry and everything else. And this is where some farmer comes over and kind of whisks them away. So Leia kind of convinces Obi-Wan to go in the vehicle with him, and he's kind of reluctant and everything else, and he's not wanting to go in, but in the end, he decides to go anyway. So as they're going, they're kind of on their way, and they move on. While they're in the transport or farmer's truck, I guess is the best way to put it, we see the third sister talking to Darth Vader on the fact that Obi-Wan has been found and that they need to find him. And Darth Vader explains that they will find them, and if she does what she's supposed to do, she will take over for be the next Grand Inquisitor. And so she's super excited, and she exits the comm system. Darth Vader gets up and leaves. Third sister goes in with the other Inquisitors and explains what's going on. They're not happy about it, and she explains that Darth Vader himself gave her the orders, and they are to listen to her, and that they should send probes in now. So anyway, Obi-Wan's on the planet. They go. They have a couple of stormtroopers on there. They're trying to talk to her. Obi-Wan and Leia kind of make a fake story about their father and daughter, and they play along. They almost get duped a few times, or like their cover's almost blown a few times, but they kind of cover it overall. So anyway, they continue on and move on. So they get to the this outpost for the Empire, and the guy gets out of the truck and says to the stormtroopers that he has two people on the truck that they want to investigate. So he's basically throwing them under the bus. So as this is going on, they get off. The probe makes it and wants to scan his face. Obi-Wan pulls out his blaster, shoots, destroys that, kills a bunch of the stormtroopers, and the guy who, I think he just knocks out the driver. One of the guys takes Leia as a hostage. He shoots him. Granted, he tricks him into thinking he's putting his blaster down, but then shoots him. Well, another huge transport comes over to the group. A bunch of stormtroopers get out. They get ordered to get on the ground, so Leia and Obi-Wan do. Their commander kills all of the stormtroopers and tells them to follow her. So apparently she was the one that was supposed to meet with them at the rendezvous point, but could not because of everything that was going on, and that there was a high maintenance going on in the area. So it just seemed to be just a cluster. So anyway, she brings them to the village. She brings them to her hiding spot, and they go on. So they get into the hiding spot, and they're ready to go, but they have to wait until transport is going to be ready, which won't be ready for a few hours. Now, Darth Vader has already ordered that nobody is allowed in or out and all the ports should be shut down. He himself is there along with, I think that's fourth sister, third sister, and fifth brother. All are there, and Darth Vader himself is walking around, and he is killing people left and right to try to draw out Obi-Wan. Now, Obi-Wan is too afraid to go after him, but tells the woman to take Leia to the safe place, and he will deal with what's going on. He'll follow them later. Well, while this is going on, third sister goes after what she thinks is where they were hiding. Now, what I should say is, in the hiding spot, they found that there was a lot of writings on the wall, and there was one specifically from Quinlan. Quinlan? Quinlan. Oh God, I can't think of his name. Quinlan, I think is how you say his name. We met him in the Clone Wars, and he was kind of a rebel for the Jedi Order. He was much different than all the others. Well, apparently, he's been out looking for younglings. Now, we've thought we saw him in the first episode, if I remember correctly, in the crowd, but we're not quite sure if that was actually him. Anyway, back to the plot. So Obi-Wan is kind of running around hiding. Leia and the girl are running down the tunnel. Leia convinces the woman to go help Obi-Wan, and third sister goes into the tunnel. So Obi-Wan gets found by Darth Vader, and they begin to fight. It is very one-sided, and Obi-Wan is getting his butt kicked significantly. Third sister killed all of the pilots and takes Leia. And then the other woman goes to Obi-Wan's rescue, shoots stormtroopers, makes a huge explosion to kind of get Obi-Wan out of there. Obi-Wan has been burned, choked, slammed, you name it, it's been done to him. But the weird thing is, Darth Vader lets him go. I find it very odd. But the robot picks up Obi-Wan and they leave. Obi-Wan's bleeding, burning, just a lot of grossness. Overall, not a good thing for Obi-Wan. That being said, that's how the episode ends. So, some things we know. There have been several other Jedi that have gone to that place. They are not quite sure if they're still alive. We're assuming Quinlan it is, only because we think we saw him earlier in one of the other episodes. That being said, Obi-Wan is definitely not one with the Force fully yet, mostly due to the fact that he's just gotten away from it completely during his solitude. So it's definitely just a horrible time for him. Darth Vader is significantly stronger. In fact, I think this is where he's at his strongest, I believe, or getting stronger even. And he beats up Obi-Wan with ease. He wants to make him suffer and deal with all the pain that he's dealt with. So it's definitely going to be messed up. Overall, next episode is going to have Obi-Wan looking for Leia. Leia is captured by third sister. I don't know if Darth Vader is going to see Leia. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens. Anything could happen at this point. I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen at this point. I'm just looking forward to what happens next. Let me know if what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.